everyone, and welcome back to the Forest Nation Challenge series, Season 2. Now, if you divert your attention to the top right corner, there is a snow forecasted for the entirety of the day. And by the looks of it, there's going to be a lot of it. I just hope the number doesn't get any bigger. Now, in the last episode, we bought our first tractor. This not so great Landini. And also the flatbed trailer by Cronet. So I think the only thing that we can do today, if the snowing won't cut our plans short, is that we can sell some more wood. And today I have a big plan that I want to make true. Because now that we have this big flatbed trailer, it takes quite a while to load it up by hand. So I'm hoping that today we can get this tractor outfitted with a front loader. Actually, since we are going past the farm shop, let's take a quick look at what kind of options do we have and how much do they cost. It also looks like the fog doesn't really want to go away today. So perfect video conditions. Okay, so nothing great in the used vehicles sale today. To be more specific, I can't afford anything. So... oh, I just remembered that I need to also check the price for the front loader attacher on the tractor, since without it, we can't really attach said front loader. And it appears we got two options, Quick E or Howard. And both of them cost the same, $1.5 plus installation fee. Oh, no, there isn't one. So, just $1.5. Okay, so how much do the front loaders themselves cost? The cheapest, Quick E, is $7.5, and the Howard one is $8.5. So in total we need $9, or actually just $3.5 more than we already have. I do also have the MX and the Stoll ones, but I'm not sure if they fit the Landini. Yeah, I'm not sure if it does. It would be great if they do, because they are way cheaper, but there is a chance I'd get myself in a bit of a pickle if I do so. I should do some testing if they do before I do something stupid. But either way we put it, we don't have enough money. Just yet. So instead of worrying about it, I should first secure some money so that we can afford it. Only question right now is, do I have any trees ready to sell? I don't. Oh, there is at least one. So let me park you here and let's get to loading. Well, looks like we are going to have a horrible video right now since it is still dark. So I do apologize. Oh, crap. I guess some of you were screaming into the screens for the past 5 minutes because I haven't realized that I had the time paused. Yeah, my bad. I was messing with something before I started to record and I appear to have forgotten to change it back. So, I'll skip to, let's say, 7:30. Perfect. Now I can load the trailer a tad bit easier, and also you can see what I am doing. Oh no, it started to snow. That's not good. It's really not good, especially now that I have the realistic weather mod on. It means we're going to get a lot more snow than usual. I think I'm going to go and just sell this load. It should be enough for the front loader, but only if there is a good price. Well, $1,006 is what the wood turner offers, so I really hope that is enough. Here we are at the wood turner, and fingers crossed that we get enough out of them. If we get at least 3 grand, I think we should have enough to upgrade the Landini. And that cut it close. I just hope my math was correct. So before I do anything stupid and I buy the wrong loader, I should test it out, so that I won't make the same mistake that I did with the log grab. Okay, I'll park over by the shop and I shall see you in the test world. Hi and welcome to my test world. I'm sorry that it is a bit of a mess. I wasn't expecting company. So, first I need to buy the Landini with the front weight. And actually 2 of them. One with a quick E attacher and another with the Hauer one. Okay, next I need to buy the smallest quickie loader, which is this one. Next is the Hauer one, also the smallest. There we go. Now I'm 100% sure these 2 will fit. But I do have 2 other options, the MX, and actually I haven't checked it out yet, so it doesn't look like I can change the attacher, so standard everything it is. And I also have the stall option. Oh, we can change the type on it. Oh, it only changes the look of it. So again, I'm going to go with the standard one. Okay, all the test subjects have been bought. Now let's test them out. And I'm going to start with the Quick E Landini and do the control with the Quick E Loader. And as expected, it fits. So this is the most likely option that I'm going to go with. Next up is the MX Loader. It does work, but it does look ridiculous since the loader has the quick attach hydraulics and the tractor doesn't. And it will bother me every time that I would look at it. So now for option C, the stall. I crashed into it, but it will attach and it doesn't fit. So that means this one is also out. Okay, now for the Hauer Landini. First off, as before, the control. And as expected, it fits, but it is a bit big for the tractor. So far it looks like we're going with the Quick E on the Quick E. But I will test the MX, which has the exact same problem with the Hauer that it did with the Quick E, so it is out. But to be honest, it does look perfect on it. But yeah. And lastly, the stall. Yeah, I could see that a mile away. So this test in conclusion has provided that we are going to go with the Quick E attacher as well as a Quick E loader. So I shall see you back in the forest. I just realized whilst waiting for the game to load that we don't have enough money. Well, we do have enough for that hatcher, but I completely forgot about the log grab that we need in order to load the logs. And of course, it costs 3 grand. So that's not ideal. Well, since I'm at the farm shop, I might as well get the thatcher mounted onto the tractor. So, customize the front loader and quick E. And that is it, since I can't afford anything else. There we go, that's the tractor sorted, and I just realized that I'm 150 bucks short for the front loader. How did I calculate that I need 8 grand for the front loader? More importantly, how did I manage to get through school? I have no idea. Anyway, enough of me not knowing math, and we are in a bit of a pickle. Looks like I'm going to have to sell a couple of logs just so that I can buy the loader and the grab. Actually, speaking about grabs, I have an idea. I just hope it is a good one. I can just sell this useless grab that I can't use. Brilliant, eh? I just hope we can get 3.2 grand for it. Has anyone noticed that we haven't gotten a joystick for the loader installed in the cab? Actually, there aren't any hydraulic hoses routed to the front loader. Wait, did I just manage to get lucky? Did I just barely miss the train? How nuts! Anyway, Giants, what are you doing? Slacking off, not modeling the hoses for the front loader. So how does it work? I guess it has the highly classified ultra high-tech fluidless hydraulic oil that makes it work. Or just movie magic. Can we get 3.2 grand for the grab? Phew, just barely. By 100 bucks. Technically, it was useful, although we did lose 200 bucks on it from new. Now we can finally get what I have been preparing for the whole episode. The front loader. Actually, can I repaint it for free? Yes, I can. So, you guessed it, Chaos Orange it is, with a bit of black. And we have just barely enough money to also buy the grab. And I can't change the color, so standard it is. Well, here we have it, the next big step in the series. That will massively speed up the loading process of wood, and also it will increase the income. Yep, I knew it. There isn't any hoses going to the front loader. Like, you took time to model the hose coming off the cylinder, but where does it go? Into a small nickel-sized wormhole that is connected to the pump on the tractor? Come on! Like, these two just go under the cover. Like, great. I'm going way too deep into this rabbit hole, ain't I? Realism at its finest. Giants. Now, this does look a tad bit off, doesn't it? The small wheels at the front really aren't helping, but it is what we can afford at the moment, so it will have to do.
5 minutes later.
Now, a few screenshots later, for the thumbnail, I think we need to go chop down some trees and test it out. And we can also finally get rid of this log that has fallen out of our plot. And I wonder, can we lift it up without cutting it down? Wow, without a struggle. So it looks like the little Landini is stronger than I give it credit. But I still have to cut it in half so that we can fit it onto the trailer. First I do need to get it back to our plot so that I can cut it down. Actually, it looks like we need to cut it into 3. Of course. And I have parked the trailer in the worst possible spot. There you go, the first log ever to be loaded onto the trailer with the front loader. And also the biggest one so far. I must say that I chose the absolute worst time to upgrade and redesign my joystick setup. So currently I'm using the mouse and keyboard, so bear with me, I'm trying my best even though I hate it. Okay, the outcast tree now gone, let's load the rest of the trees that have been chopped down last time. Oh, that didn't go to plan. But can I fix it by doing a front flip? Right after I take a screenshot. Well, it wasn't a front flip, but I did manage to get it back on the wheels. Oh, come on! Not again. Well, I said it before and I will say it again. This Landini is not made for the forest, as shown in Exhibit B. And now I can't get it back on the wheels. Yeah, a bit of movie magic later, it's back on its feet. And now I need to be careful not to roll it over again. So, I have cleared all the trees that have been fallen already, so now I need to find some that are still on our plot, so that I can chop them down. Okay, so these ones over here are not in our plot. We still have all of the trees that are on the other side of the road, so I'm hoping that there are still some on the top. It appears that we have a couple of spruce ones, so let's fire up the counter and make it tick. I think 2 should be enough to fill the trailer, so I'll chop them up and go get the trailer, and then we can load them up. And we can now do 5-meter logs, so hopefully they will pay better for them. But it looks like it will be one for a bit longer, or at least until I get a bigger tractor. Well, actually, it is faster than the APE was, so at least that is something. I think the best place for the trailer will be over here. Yeah, perfect. Well, considering this is not a logging trailer, I'd say I did quite a good job loading it, with a few hiccups, of course. Well, it did get dark, and that last log made me work for it. I think it is time to go sell them, and the best price for wood is, you guessed it, oh, actually, it's at the old sawmill. But that is a bit too far for me at the moment, so the second best place is the wood turner. So let's go to it for the second time today. Okay, here we are. So let's see. How we will do. 6 grand. Not too shabby considering how much wood was spruce. So I do need to start looking at prices for a new plot. There is one for 33 grand, but the trees at it are trash. This one is too much. This one could be good at 32 grand. There are some decent trees there. So basically, we need 5 more loads to be able to afford the next plot. Now, before I conclude this episode, I do want to do one last thing, and that is I want to get a place to sleep that isn't the motel. But I need to get back to our plot first. Okay. Now, this isn't much, but it will do for the foreseeable future. And it also means we don't need to go to the motel every night. So, that is unfortunately all that I have time for today. We got a front loader on the tractor, and we can now really start to make progress. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a like. And I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.